what I'm going to say is real about Cecilia the girl. Cecilia the girl. Because when you join politics or you work, people forget that you are an individual who has emotions, and you do cry, and you have unfulfilled wishes. But because each of us, when we are created, God gave us an amount of oil, which if it is plenty and you don't burn it, that is what will burn you in hell. And I want to thank my sister, Cecilia, for having burnt all her oil, because I know she has gone straight to heaven. My first hearing of Cecilia Gwal was when I was in the Democratic Party. As a young girl after Makerere, 1980, I was in the DP as a women mobilizer in the women's wing and also a youth mobilizer. Very young girl, a black beauty. And we used to know ourselves with Cecilia on the other side. So we were sparring. I remember we came to the north here and they beat us with rotten eggs. And later on, we met when we were in the Constituent Assembly. I was then Minister for Women in Development, Culture and Youth. And she told me, my younger sister Speciosa, I know how you were brought up. Our history is being brought up by nuns in the convent. So I know your values. I can understand what you stand for. But when it comes to the issue of women, there will be no political divide. And I tell you, when it comes to issue of culture, there will be no political divide. And that was my docket, which I was championing, to also consult cultural leaders across the country. And I remember, despite the problems then, I was able to come here and consult in Acholi. I consulted the Rot. I even went to West Nile. And of course, there was only one radio station where we were mobilizing all people in the country. I want to tell you, I was in politics, but I'm not a politician. Even my boss, President Museveni, always said, this one is a leader, but she's not a politician. Because she doesn't calculate what she will get out of what she's going to say. And I want to say that whereas Cecilia was a political activist, she was not a politician of the style you hear about these days, and somebody said it here. She would call a spade, because she was also discerning. She wouldn't say something just because it has to be said or repeated. In Rusoka we say, that when you are going to actually hit something, go backwards, and then you move, because you would have got the knowledge, the information about the person you want to talk to. Syria was somebody, when she loved you, she truly loved you. Because all of you say she's mama, she's image, she's whatever. But her love for people whom she got as sisters in political association was because if she finds that you are smart here in the brain, she will follow you through and know that if she mentors you, you will be able to become a true activist for the human rights or whatever she's marketing. Cecilia was like, clap for you. But when you leave, if you can even count 5 people on the fingers who will call you when you are no longer a member of parliament, like I send messages to my son Otto when I see he's in trouble. If you even pick somebody and they come to you when you are holding your daughter's wedding or son's wedding, and you count them after you've left politics, you will be very lucky. For me, I was very lucky. My sister Cecilia Ogwal took me as a real sister, and anything that happened to me, she's one of the 5 women whom I was with in politics, whom I can count on my fingers. I'm telling you, even when you are a former VP, you may post even on the ministry website or WhatsApp, and nobody comes to check on you. This is the politics. Politics. So you must make sure you choose your friends, friends whom you can rely on, friends whom you know will actually be with you. And I want to thank my elder sister for that. Lamek, you have a true friend, a true Nalongo, whom your family knows. Our children are friends, and I'll be there for you, because I know that you are also in a condition that needs people who are close to you to support you and our children.